And that's right, you know, Echefuna, ABC, Libido, Echefuna, where you're coming from, and Echeflomo, like the word oyibo is said to be a corrupted, like Obonyi Igbo. Ajuju, Obonyi Igbo. That is the word oyibo is a corrupted Obonyi Igbo. You're welcome back to Straight Report on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. I am Martin Ifan Shukwe Kiziez Anumba the First. So I said that the word oyibo is a corrupted Obonyi Igbo. Let me break it down. You know, just can't call off more of ma. You know, I visited Badagry, like lived there a while for research and the rest of them at the time in Lagos State. You know, Badagry is in Lagos State. I did a lot of research there. The ancient city of Badagry have access to the sea through the beaches, you know, and that's why most of the things in Nigeria arrived there first. The first place gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ was preached was in Badagry. The first story building in Nigeria today is in Badagry. That, you know, that one is located very close to the palace of the Akran of Badagry. You know, that is the king of Badagry. And so his slave settlements, and Badagry was like the departure ground, you know, for like slave masters or people who trade on slaves then. So the officials who took me around Badagry to the slave encampments, you know, those things are still there. If you come around, you get to learn a thing or two from some of those happenings, like what happened then, but some of the structures, some of the, like, well, you know, where water is taken to give to the slaves and the rest of them, and a whole lot of things, you know, a whole of those things are still there, you know. So the slave encampment to the first, he took me also to the first place gospel was preached in Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, you know, I saw the first newspaper in Nigeria that period. That's the first newspaper in Nigeria, you know. So the person who took me around told me that the story of how the slave masters will always want to know if the person he was buying was an Igbo man. So he would try to say Obonyi Igbo and end up saying Oyibo. You know, so that's how the word Oyibo came to be. I hope you learned from this. And that's just what we got from history, you know. That experience made me to understand that the Igbo people are peculiar people, you know, because it is said that the Igbos were very hardworking. That's why those slave masters were always eager, you know, and that he added value to the Igbo man in the slave market as a den, you know. So why Oladua Ekwano, the Igbo man that bought his freedom and researched his way back home, in the process bringing a lot of historical happenings about the Igbo people to light, bringing it to light, you know. Basically, we have talked about the history of the Igbo people on this program several times, and one of the bone of contention in the argument about the history of Igbo people is that a lot of people, or a lot of some school of thoughts, you know, fail to recognize Eri as the father of the Igbo people. You know, I needed to be tracing some of these things back. Can you wear malo shallow, you know, kosi debwili, nkebonke, you know, also to know exactly what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do, you know, because these days, Georgie or Fonyeji Nzu will start thinking otherwise, but these things, but our culture, you know, that's why we don't have any reason to be scared of somebody Georgie. You know, I want you to take a listen to this report, you know, for a better understanding of what we are talking about today. The report will educate you a bit on the history of Igbo people. Then we'll get back and then talk about it. Take a listen to this report and I'll be right back.